Hello everyone, and welcome back to the energy of my channel. Welcome to your pick a pile reading. This one today is a walk through a magical forest. A walk through a magical forest. So you'll find your timestamps down below in the description, along with the disclaimer. Please use that when you're ready to skip ahead to your reading. I will do my best not to trip over my tongue excessively as I read through this retrograde. Okay. Option 1, you're over here. You have this stick on top of your pile. Option 2, in the center, you have the Yeti in meditation pose. And option 3, at the end, the yellow leaf with the blue stone. I also want to make an apology to you in the intro here, as the Fae would love to come through in this reading, and I do not have my fairy cards with me, so unfortunately they will not be in this particular reading through the cards, but I very much feel their energy, and they apologize for not coming through with their deck. Okay, take your time, pause the video if you need to. And I'm going to move into option 1 with everyone selecting option 1. Okay, option 1. Get your tarot out. Okay, the Lover's discernment. Be some sort of choice or decision that's recently made or that you need to make. Otherwise, it's just giving you this message. You have lots of choices, lots of decisions. If you're using this reading in part as a sort of guided visualization through a magical forest, then this card indicates that you have a variety of different paths you can choose at this time. There's a lot of choices and decisions along the way. Things will be mirrored from the subconscious to the conscious for you on this journey, regardless of which path you choose, but go ahead and choose a path. Okay. Okay, some of you have this question, this block here, and it's like you'd really like this block removed. You've done your best to investigate it, to look at it, to be with it, to, it just feels very stale and stagnant at this time, and this is around a scarcity consciousness or certain beliefs and like paradigms connected to money, finances, the work force. Yeah, it's like there's conflicts or struggles. You're coming up against other people's opinions possibly, or others are trying to dictate things to you, talking negatively, saying bad things about money, and you're like, how do I stop hearing this? How do I get around the right people? How do I find jobs that aren't dead-end jobs, something that's worth my time, my energy? How do I get fairly compensated? The Hierophant's here, and it's intuition, but it's also about traditions. It's about contracts. And it's like there's this apprehension to get into new contracts, whether it's get married again, the Ace of Cups, or whether it's, sign a lease for a house, or it's a new job. There's some sort of resistance here with this. Some of you, it's talking about you haven't been able to save money. You don't feel ready or prepared to let in new love or have some sort of new beginning. Allow yourself to go after what you really want. Your emotions are guiding you towards your feelings. It's like you're maybe suppressing them or denying some part of yourself that wants a new beginning for some of you. For others, it's like you don't want a new beginning that's really like a reinvented thing of the past. You know, it's the same old crap resurfacing. Whether it's romantic, it's to do with a friendship, it's to do with a job, or whatever it is, a location. But there's also this message here about you maybe not seeing everything there is to see as far as your opportunities yet, and your choices, with the art card reverse. It could also be talking about going more into the right brain. Be creative, do your creative visualizations, your imagination, you know, do a little daydreaming as well. Be artistic, paint, you know. Let in this energy that doesn't always make sense, but can be oh so wonderful and magical. Okay, as far as zodiac signs go, again, you have Gemini really highlighted. I've got some wind I need to try to protect the cards from. Gemini energy, Venus Suasion energy, it could be Taurus, Aquarius, Libra, also show up as possibilities. Because of the wind this time, I'm going to go ahead and just pick these up. You've got these other cards we want to look at too. For some of you, it's talking about retracing your steps this year, following your steps back, especially if you're past the summer solstice in the year when you're listening, because this is timeless. It's talking about going like Gemini season. What was going on? What patterns can you detect? How are you feeling? How are you doing? And then back to Taurus season. What was going on then when the sun was in Taurus? And seeing how far you've come. That could help you figure out your next step. You know, see these choices. You've got the screech owl in this magical forest crossing your path. And its message for you is get creative. It's the wise thing to do this time. Get creative. For a song, you've got I Believe I Can Fly. I believe I can fly. Think about it every night and day. So some of you here with I think about it every night and day, this could be advice about doing your creative visualizations every morning, first thing, and then at night. For some of you, it's talking about something you or somebody else has been thinking about like every day. I think about it every night and day. And it's maybe some sort of thing you could have it on a pedestal. It's like, this would be the ultimate. This is what I work for, or what I would be willing to work for if I felt confident that it would have the payoff. You know, this makes you soar, whatever it is, or you believe it will. It's the ideal relationship, or the perfect living situation for you, the lifestyle you want. Believe I can fly. You also have this invitation in this magical forest to see your wings and actually like spread your wings and fly. Take the bird's eye view in this magical forest and elevate yourself and fly through it. Okay, breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, and micromanaging the universe. So through meditation, we can connect and merge will with the divine will. Like our will and the divine will becomes one. And when that happens, you're really unstoppable. You're really in the flow, really unbeatable. You can elevate and you can fly. You can soar over various challenges and struggles that others might get stuck in, or that you would otherwise get stuck in. And I feel like the message here with this reading in this time space in this magical forest is that you can do this. It's a choice. You have the power to tap into that and align with it. For mushroom cards, you have the morale with restore, and I don't know how to pronounce this one. with purpose and judgment. So I am going to go ahead and read out of the booklet for these. I wasn't going to, but I've changed my mind and I'm going to. Yeah, there's this message about mental flexibility too, the ability to change your mind and allow yourself the freedom to change your mind, that open-mindedness. Okay, it says, drawing the morale could mean that it's time to restore and build yourself up from the inside. Have you become empty inside? Do you feel like something is missing from your life? Are you feeling completely drained and like you have given too much of yourself? It is time to enjoy the wonderful energy that morale brings. It's hard for people to see inside, to understand if you are feeling weary, depleted, or depressed. It is a time to take matters into your own hands, look inwards, and work at restoring and building yourself up. Perceptions can sometimes be wrong. Don't underestimate what may be going on underneath someone's seemingly fine exterior. The intricity of the exterior of the morale is the complete opposite to what is inside. So don't let your first impression fool you. Do what brings you joy. Eat and be merry. Exercise or sit under a tree in the sun. Create or take up a hobby that's always been on your list. The time is now, and only you know how to fill that void. It may also be someone you know or something that needs attention. Whatever the case may be, attend to their essential needs. These might not be obvious. Look deeper to understand what is missing and what can be gained and how you can help. Reach out if you need to, because no one can see under the surface better than yourself. It's time to find nourishment. All right, so for those of you who are weaving in some guided meditation, this mushroom is an edible. So we suggest that you visualize yourself actually picking this mushroom up and eating it. And it can taste however you'd like it to taste. Make it taste wonderful to you personally. And you will take in the energies of this mushroom. It will assist you in having the ability to do what is being asked of you through the message of this card. Okay, it also asks you, like on this trail, if you're flying, you can land somewhere, okay? If you're walking, then so be it. Sit down, sit beneath a tree, sit in the sun somewhere on this trail, in this magical forest. Eat, take some time to eat. Take some time to do something you enjoy, a hobby, play your flute, work on your macrame, whatever it is. The space is yours for you to enjoy and to connect with it. Also, look deeper. Get to know beings that you see in this magical forest and plants. Not everything is what initially will meet the eye. Okay, there are things beneath the surface. When you go in, when you take the time to have that conversation with the screech owl, I believe it was you have, right? Or barn owl. Screech owl, or the mushroom, or any of the energies that you see on the trail, because you should use your own, get into your own mind's eye and create your own journey and connect with what's there already within, not just things that come up on the table, but whatever it is. I just saw a rabbit come to my mind's eye, so maybe there's a rabbit there on the trail. What do you see? And what do you see when you take the time to connect deeper with it? You can ask it questions. You can, look at it from different angles. Really get to know what's on the trail in this magical forest. Okay, and then you have purpose, judgment as well. I will read this, but I want to get you some nature things out, so I will go ahead and do it. I'm gonna get you. Okay. Make a nice little foresty mess here. There we go. Okay. That's what we've got. And I've covered up the number, which I need to see. 28. Okay. This one is not edible, so don't eat this mushroom. It says, a small but mighty mushroom with a big purpose. Don't ever let looks fool you. Remember the analogy of the tip of the iceberg. You never know what's under the surface. I have to interrupt myself. I'm not sure if you heard the horn in the background or not, but the spirit guides really want you to take in this message. They just keep highlighting it with your reading. Don't let looks or initial impressions fool you. There's more beneath the surface, or like the exterior and the interior are different in some things. Okay, remember the analogy of the tip of the iceberg. You never know what's under the surface. You see only what wants or needs to be shown. This mushroom is the mycelium of this mushroom is a mass within the wood, slowly decomposing it and turning it into nutrients that supplies the nearby trees. It is small, but plays such an important role. It is not only stunning, but hard to spot because it is a tiny mushroom. This card indicates that you don't need to be seen while completing your purpose, and don't be worried about what people assume about you. Small and fragile does not mean insignificant and useless. It means there is beauty in everything seen and unseen, and not to judge a situation or person at first glance. It takes time to understand any person or thing, because there is always so much more under the surface. It could also mean not to judge a book by its cover. People have so much more depth to them than they let on. There is always more to learn about a person or situation, so don't assume. Gather your information and look deeper. Okay, guys. So again, those of you doing a sort of guided visualization here with this reading, the spirit guides really want to tell you, take your time, enjoy the process, and come back when you're ready from the magical forest. But take your time here, and you can revisit whenever you like and discover more. Okay, yeah, some of you feel like you're at a crossroads, and maybe you are at a bit of a crossroads here, but this is just a pattern in life too. There will be more times when you come to a crossroad, and so you can just do what you can do. You can only do your best. You have to make some sort of choice or decision. You have to go one way, and that means not going another. Then you can only do the best that you can do. But that really is good enough. That really is good enough and what you're supposed to be doing. There's a lot of love here for you to tap into, a lot of love in this forest. Real strong mention of the heart chakra. There's this great beauty here. You've got the divine masculine, the divine feminine energy dancing around in this heart chakra energy here with the pinks and the greens. And things are flourishing. Things are thriving. Things are blooming. Some things may need restoring, replenishing, nourishing. Just do your part is the message. Do your part here. I'm seeing something specific. I'm not really sure what this is. It's kind of interesting. It's like two pieces of string. It could be the top of a hooded shirt, like a hoodie, this drawstrings, or it could be, somebody's pants they've tied up, especially pajama pants have this type of dangling string energy, but there's like two strings dangling from something. I don't know why they're showing me that. It's maybe a happy thought for some of you. It's like, because there's this thing about stepping into the sun, letting yourself bask in the sun, both metaphorically and in this magical forest and in your life. So there's this message of connecting with your happy place, and having happy thoughts, but not letting it blind you to the truth or cause you to make assumptions that could lead you astray, have you building on false information. Okay. Welcome in the golden energy. Welcome in this warm, yellow, happy energy. Make it a part of you. And enjoy the journey. Guys, enjoy the journey. I'm going to go ahead and move into the next pile. Many blessings, and bye-bye. pile 2. Here we go. Your messages. You have Octopus Stinkhorn Reveal and Blue Pink Gill Rarity. Okay. Some of you may have some sort of rare object or rare talent or rare skill. You found something rare. And there's a question about whether to reveal that and who to reveal that to, if you're going to do so, and how and when, and all the details connected to this. So maybe the cards will get more into that. But I also feel like if you're using this reading in part to create some sort of guided visualization, there are rare, beautiful things to be revealed on this path. Open your eyes to see them and connect with them. Okay, spirit guides that you maybe don't connect with as often as others could be coming through with this reading. Octopus, for some of you, look that up as a spirit guide. It has additional messages for you. I also just saw a little caterpillar crawling along. There it goes, up the stick. Beautiful, yes. It's like you have a caterpillar spirit guide here. Caterpillars joining you in this magical forest. Very cool. I love it. It's like, yeah, where's the party? Find the path, find the trail. Now you see the shape of the caterpillar? Now it moves its body around like that. You see the shape on the rock where it's like a path? It's saying you are the path. You are the path. All is one. So you are the path. Knight of Pentacles. This could be symbolizing somebody with personal placements in the earth signs. Six of Pentacles reversed. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, the Emperor. Desperation. Nine of Swords. Universe reverse. So for some of you, there's this theme around money or resources, just energetic exchange, and not being fairly compensated, or not being able to fairly compensate others because there's some sort of imbalance here. And this has been going on for a while, a long time. This is nothing new. The Nine of Swords, really tired of it, really beaten up by it in a way. And it's like you might turn to others for assistance and find out that they've got the same stories. They're going through the same thing with the Universe Consecration card reverse. And it's like you're asking your ascended masters, you're asking spirit guides, you're asking higher forces, like, what do I do about this? How do we fix this? How do I have a better balance here where I'm more justly being compensated? I want to be justly compensated. How do I make that happen? Fairly and justly compensated, and allow me to do that for others. It's like you're trying to, with the Persuasion card and the Propulsion card, you're very much like, what do I need to do? Who do I need to speak to? How do I persuade others to pay me fairly, or persuade others to take less money for a service or something because of the situation? Propulsion too, it's like, how do I just get out, like get above this, above and beyond this? How do I become more of an authority in my life, in my material world? Okay. Yeah, things are different than they were in the past. The Six of Cups reversed, and yet some things seem to be remaining the same. The pattern keeps going. Some of you, there's this story where it's like, oh, I didn't have the best upbringing, or like the foundation was set in such a way, and now people expect this of me, and I need more. Like I was giving more than I was receiving for a period of time, and now there's this foundation with that set, and people expect that of me, or the universe keeps testing me, and I'm trying to break out of that. How do I do that? I see a lot of you trying to be patient too. That's coming through. You've been patient. You've been doing your best to be patient, to be mindful, to be practical, to keep one foot on the ground, So you also have the tabby cat here showing up with an ox. There's an ox in this magical forest. Some wings here. You are worthy. The message, you are worthy. And then we have, it's not so bad, you're only the best I ever had. And the courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. Okay. So there's this message about the magical forest. It's a safe place for you. Authentic you. Please be your authentic, true self here. Just let yourself out to play. Okay? Let yourself be seen in this magical forest. What beings want to connect with you? I feel a lot of nature spirits around. Mythical creatures, as well as animal spirit guides. This is a multi-dimensional meeting ground in this magical forest. You can connect with the Fae. You can connect with Bigfoot, Yetis. You can connect with unicorns, the Sphinx. Okay, who and what would you like to connect with here? Place the intent, ask your spirit guides to guide you through the paths in this magical forest to connect with these, and you will. You've got Rooster showing up as a spirit guide. Look deeper into that to expand your messages. Some of you Cheetah as well, but the Rooster has a solution. The Rooster is carrying a solution. Receive the key from the Rooster. Like, really visualize this. There's a rooster in this magical forest wanting to give you this key. Go ahead and take the key. Receive the key. You'll see what it goes to. Or just take it and like sleep on it. Your dream self knows what's going on here with this reading. This is some sort of solution. When you look up Rooster as a spirit guide, something might click into place too. There's something here, some sort of key. Okay, so I'm going to read out of the booklet. Rarity reveal, am I? I'm going to read for reveal, I think. Let's go ahead and get you some nature stuff on the table. Cat also is a spirit guide. A lot of you, the cat is hanging out here in this magical forest. Messages. There's something here about bringing some sort of freshness to something of the past. It could be something that you used to do in the past that you haven't done in a while, especially if it helped ground your energy or there was some sort of practicality to it. So I see that coming up. A lot of you, you're going to be able to like reconnect with this in a fresh way, and you may be able to monotonize it, or it's bringing in some sort of material benefit to you also. For some of you, this could be a person that you were connected with as well. It feels like you've probably both changed. There's some sort of fresh start here in relation to this. Reconnect. Okay. Like catching up. Yeah, some of you, it feels like there's a bit of a mess in your heart. There's a bit of a mess or chaos in your heart. So the guides are talking about cleaning that up, you know, organizing it, cleaning it up, bringing in the healing, unblocking the blocks so that you can have the chi flowing again. Okay, yeah, this magical forest, they're showing me something where it's like you walk into a portal and it takes you to another dimension, and it's dimensions within dimensions, and you can move back through them too. But it's like you appear to disappear. You walk in here, and this is symbolizing the heart chakra, by the way, guys. So it's a portal through the heart chakra. But in this magical forest, you like walk into the bushes here, all this green, all this energy of life and love and growth, and you enter another dimension, and you no longer appear visible in that current dimension. It's similar to how like we're unconscious when we sleep, we're dreaming, we're in a dream world, but like if somebody's talking to us, we're not really there. You know, our physical body is there, but that's about it. Okay, yeah. Foundation, 3 of coins here, and then this pile of dying flowers. The past is the past. The past is gone, yet there's a residual essence of it, isn't there? It's like there's an effect on the etheric body. It's still there with you. The memory is there. And I feel for some of you there's a message about connecting with departed loved ones or ancestors. Maybe you have a desire to do this. Maybe you've done it before. Maybe you visit each other in dreams. They can join you in this magical forest too. You can interact with them, invite them in if you'd so like to do so. You can share the experience. Okay. It feels like, I don't know if this is collective energy I'm tapping into or what it is, but here we go. Yeah, with the ants. Look up ant as a spirit guide in relation to this, because it's talking about human beings being kind of like ants at certain times. Collectively, it's like a dam in the water there's this energy that's dammed up. Okay, and it's like a dam in the water. It's blocking the flow, and this is very much related to economics right now. So what happens when we remove the dam, though? Right? Think about this. Consider this. Prepare yourself for this. Okay? Like, can you imagine the dam being removed, too? You can do healing work for your finances and the collective finances, and that moves you out of an energy of it's just about me, and the ego and like survival mode and my needs and like fixated on it, and it puts you in more of this energy of sharing and giving and what's good for others as well. So you can do this ritual or this energy work where you see this dam with the collective and money and finances and resources, and removing this dam and what that might look like. Okay. There's something here about like cycles and the past resurfacing, but it being different. You know what I mean? Like over time we evolve through the cycles. So something returns, or someone returns from the past, or you know, the economy shifts into what's considered a better economy again. It's happened before again, but it's different this time. It's a different version of that. All right, let's see out of the booklet for reveal the octopus stinkhorn. 29. There must be some water in this magical forest, huh? The octopus is here, or is this, you know, this flying octopus? It's an interdimensional place, of course. For some of you, there's some water. If you really benefit from connecting with the water, you'll see your own reflection. You guys are talking about, what does that look like? Do you want to change it? You can change it here. You can, you know, remove the wrinkles from your face if you're tired of seeing them, or change your eye color, change your hair color. You can change your reflection here. You can be a different person here, a different being. You can shape shift here. So it's a playground of sorts. Okay, it says the card meaning. If we have learned anything from mushrooms, it is not to assume or judge them on their appearance. The octopus stinkhorn or devil's fingers is one of these. It is not poisonous or reaching up from the bowels of hell, as some would believe. It is just incredibly good at getting what it wants. But that only happens once it fully reveals itself. Once you reach a certain point in life or with a project, you need to reveal yourself or it to the world for it to serve its purpose. The card is telling you this is what needs to happen. This is a good thing, no matter what it seems to look like. Don't let fear of judgment stand in your way if you know this is what you are meant to do. This card also may mean that something or someone is going to make a reveal to you. It might be shocking, it might already be foreseen, but don't cast judgment. Just allow it to happen as it's meant to. When we peel away the layers to reveal what is underneath, we allow ourselves freedom to be ourselves. Reveal, let go, no judgment. The purpose is far greater than what is on the surface. Wow, okay, I really see that here now too. It's like something's being hidden away, and it's the reading, the magical forest is presenting itself as like a dressing room for you, okay? Dressing room where you prepare yourself. When you come out of this magical forest, allow yourself to be seen, show yourself, reveal what needs to be revealed. Put yourself back out there, get out there. Take your time in here, prepare yourself, do the energy work you need to do. Build up your self-esteem and your self-confidence. Tap into that inner authority, that inner boss with the Emperor energy and the Queen of Pentacles. Know your value, know you are worthy, what you're after, what you seek, what's best for you. You're definitely worthy of having your needs met with the Knight of Pentacles here, being provided for in a physical sense. Okay. And the octopus stinkhorn is actually edible as well. So as we continue on with the visualization of being in this magical forest, feel free to break off some of this and consume it and have it taste however you want it to taste. Allow it to taste magical, allow it to taste like your favorite food, and take in the energy and the abilities of the card, of the messages that have come through with this card and this mushroom. I will be leaving your reading here, my lovelies. Many blessings. Again, take your time in your forest, play around, see what you have to discover, have some fun, jump over logs, sticks, do some organization, re-feng shui the place, have a great experience, and have a wonderful day, evening, night. Many blessings to you, and bye-bye. Those of you who are still here, I apologize for saying goodbye early. How easy habits can reformulate, as that's a habit I kicked in the past. 6 of Cups, reverse. And I caught myself doing it just last week, and now I've done it, I think, four more times since then. So my apologies. We need to re-break that habit. Some of you, there could be some sort of synchronicity in your experience where you have a habit you need to re-break or kick again. This message is not so bad, you're only the best I ever had. I know it's a sad song, or it feels like a sad song to me a lot of times when I hear it, but I've actually reframed this in a very positive light, and it's actually a very happy song to me a lot of times too now. When it says, it's not so bad, you're just the best I ever had, keep in mind that's too, like, as of now, you still have your whole life in front of you, or this person still has their whole life in front of them. So when it says that, whatever it's talking about, whether it's you, or it's a dessert, or it's your ex that just broke up with you, whatever that best you've ever had is that's being talked of, it's till now. You're moving forward. So you've reached a new peak with this thing, having it be the best you've ever had up until now. But now there's something new to strive for. There's more. You're going to be able to have even better moving into the future. It's just the best you've ever had yet. Many blessings, pile 2, and bye-bye. All right, pile 3. You have Violet Coral Community, mushroom here. Oyster Regeneration, the oyster mushroom. Get your tarot out. 8 of Swords Curdlement is reverse. Ten of Pentacles, right side up. Okay, so you can use this reading in part to assist you with some, like, as a guided meditation, a sort of guided meditation, or an adventure, a guided adventure here. And so in doing that, there's a magical forest and you're on it. There's a trail, you're in this magical forest. And there's this message that in this magical forest, nothing sours. Nothing sours. There's the potential for immortality with the Ten of Pentacles, great longevity, long life, bliss, youthful energy. To an extent, it's about youthful energy because it's very much about being alive and not souring or rotting or going stale, keeping that vitality. Oh, some of you, there's this message of, like, maybe you had it all and then you lost it. Something came crashing down. You built something, happy home life, family, marriage, career, and then the rug was yanked out from under you, or there it goes, tumbling down, tower. Or it could be that there was some sort of unexpected, quick, sudden curveball that was thrown your way and you had to adjust, and accommodate for that. The Ten of Cups, reverse. Okay, the Four of Swords, recuperate. Okay, so this forest is showing up as a place of healing. If you need healing, it's a place where you can rest, rejuvenate, recuperate, balance your mind, heal yourself on multiple levels. Knight of Cups, reverse. Okay, destiny, calibration. The Nine of Cups, satiety, wish fulfillment. So the guides are really talking about allowing yourself to be honest and allowing this to be space and time where you explore emotionally, mentally, energetically what it will be like to achieve your desires and your wishes. Don't hold yourself back. The Ten of Coins, the Nine of Cups, it's wish fulfillment, and it's, sky's the limit. Sky's not even the limit. Okay, so in this magical forest, there may be some things that you won't have in 3D waking life. Maybe you always wanted to fly to the moon and pop bubbles. You can do that here. You can go from your magical forest and fly up to, you can get wings in this magical forest, and you can fly up to the moon with some bubbles, and you can blow bubbles on the moon. Go for it. Do it. Okay. Play around. Let your inner child out. But also, in your waking life, what would you like to experience? Is there a specific person you'd like to be in partnership with? A place you'd like to travel to on planet Earth and explore? A certain amount of money you'd like to spend on a shopping spree? Whatever it is. Make some time to do that here. Allow that out. Okay. And you can come back to the magical forest whenever you want. As far as zodiac signs go, on the table you have Leo. You also have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in reverse position. This might indicate some sort of blockage, imbalance, fight, separation from somebody who has personal placements in one or more of these signs, some sort of clashing energy. You also have Capricorn energy, Scorpio energy, right side up. So these could be characters in your story right now, people that you're interacting with, or it might be people who you'd like to see in this magical forest. Maybe you want to play with them in the magical forest, and go ahead. It's your third eye. Use your third eye and visualize as you like. Yeah, your reading has this theme about destiny. What is your destiny? What is to be? Is it what you desire? Is it what you wish? Is it what you hope for? Or is it something that is going to make you sad and really isn't emotionally rewarding or fulfilling? And it's almost like there's this, it's like maybe there's this belief about how suffering is a part of life and we have to make sacrifices, and it's not happiness isn't really in the cards. It's not, you can't prioritize that. You have to prioritize, making enough money, or keeping a roof over your head, or tending to, I don't know, health, or like healing other people. It's like feeling a victim to your circumstances rather than feeling like you're the creator. It's like, oh, ill health just happens. People get sick, instead of realizing that your actions have created a sickness. Your choices have created sickness. A lot of times it's, there's a little more to it. There's complication. There's not complication. There's, it's not as straightforward or simplistic as that, but it is a combination of your thoughts, of your actions and choices, of the type of foods you're eating, of these things, as well as your environment, that can bring in injury or sickness. It's like, if you take responsibility for your successes and your failures alike, then you're standing in a position of power. You're saying, I'm the creator, and if I don't like what I've created, I can create something else. Whereas if you take no responsibility and you say you're a victim to your circumstances and things happen to you, then you're really out of control. You're not accepting that you have any control of this, and you're not consciously creating. So which is your destiny? Which path do you want to be on? What do you choose to focus on? Okay. So you also have the cards, an animal spirit guide, the deer, white-tailed deer. Pause, assess, act. Pause, assess, act. Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. And the Madonna song, don't tell me to stop. Okay, they don't know you like I know. There's no need to hide in this magical forest. You're connecting with all the archetypal parts of you. You're connecting with all of your spirit guides. This is a place of great truth and authenticity and acceptance. Okay? Do what you want to do. You blaze forward. Okay? Don't tell me to stop. No one's telling you. We have pause, assess, act. Pause is a part of the cycle. Okay? The wheel keeps spinning. We have the pause there. Pause, assess, act. But everything, even when things appear solid and still, they're actually energy, and they're moving. So there's this message about taking the time in the magical forest and in your waking life outside of this to pause, take a moment, take a breather, assess, and then act. Instead of reacting, you're responding. Your perspectives, you're giving the time needed for your perspectives to shift or align to something greater when you do that. Okay. What are we going to do as far as reading out of the booklet with yours? Purples, oyster, both of them? I think we're going to do both. Okay, I'm going to grab you some nature stuff, toss it on the cards, and then we will also read out of the booklet for the mushrooms. For pile 3. Thank you. Anything else like to come through? Okay. Sticks and stones. All right. So we have page 35 for violet coral. Now this is an edible mushroom. So here in your magical forest, feel free to break off some of this mushroom and stick it in your mouth, chew it up, eat it, have it taste wonderful, taste like anything you want to be tasting. And in doing this, you can take in the messages of the card and the healing assistance of the mushroom. Okay, it says, this is a mushroom that looks like it should be in the sea. Little is known about this rarity, except that it loses its color when picked and dried. It also changes color when it is old and dying. The violet coral card reminds you to be unapologetically you. Be who you are meant to be while you are here, and when you depart, your essence will go with you. It doesn't matter if you stand out as being different. Someone will always admire you for that. People who truly love you see you for who you are on the inside. Your spirit, your soul essence is what makes you you. What you learn in each lifetime is carried through to the next and the next, until you are a wise soul who has learned a lot of lessons and accumulated much knowledge during your time on Earth. Do you feel like you are not where you are meant to be? Maybe it is time to assess where you are at and where you need to be. Do you need to find your tribe, your community, somewhere you feel you fit in better? If so, start looking. Seek out others like you or with similar interests. If you've always loved the water, maybe it's time to make a sea change. Maybe it's time to make a sea change. Or is it possible that you are exactly where you are meant to be making... Oh my goodness. Or is it possible that you are exactly where you are meant to be to make a difference? Rarely do we find ourselves in certain circumstances if we are not meant to learn something. Be true to yourself. Okay. So it's like, gather up what you're supposed to gather up and move through things and move on. We have the oyster mushroom, regenerate, on page 9. The oyster mushroom grows rapidly and is prolific in many areas, so this card indicates a time of rapid growth or movement. The oyster mushroom has many benefits, which is why it is used so widely. This could spell a time of great growth for you, for others, or for a project you are working on. Whatever it is, everything and everyone has a purpose, no matter how big or small. It may also be a time to let go of something that is dying away. When you let go of dead wood, you create room for new things to grow. You may not realize how fast this shift can happen, but know that when you make the decision to let go, this is when growth begins. From the old, the new is built. Everything is recycled. This is the cycle of life. Building on what is already there, so you don't need to start from the beginning. Break down what you need and what you don't need. Cultivate growth from old ways and construct the new with these tools. Whatever in your life this card is relating to, know that it will happen fast and it will have an important part to play. It's not about reinventing the wheel. It's about using what you already know works. Okay. I'm getting this message for some of you, like, yeah, something has died or has ended, but not all is lost. And if you go back to it or through it, you're going to find some things that you can keep and carry forward with you. This Tower card energy is bringing me into this, sandwiched between the two tens here. So as an example, if you had a breakup with somebody, you might be able to go there and have a conversation with them and realize that, you guys still, you don't want to live together, but maybe you're still open to being friends. Okay, you don't want to be romantically involved and living together anymore, but maybe, you can try being friends. Or it's like something literally may have been destroyed. Like when you drop a cup, for example, something about that, like the pieces, I don't know how broken cup pieces would be valuable, but maybe, it's like the pieces or the rubble or something here is still rightfully yours, still wants to be with you in the present moment, and you can carry forward in the future, and you can have as a tool in your future. So that is an important message the guides are highlighting and a part of the reading. If that message is for you, they don't want us overlooking that. They're showing me an energy of like there's like a weight on someone's chest. It's like somebody's sitting on somebody else's chest or their stomach or something, trying to suppress their joy in some way. The yellow, it's like their happiness, their good vibes, their pleasant moods. They want to do what they love, and there's some sort of blockage here, something weighing like that. So what can be done about this? What can be done about this? We need to get them off of our backs, so to speak, remove these sticks, okay? If it helps you in the magical forest, see this and see yourself having the assistance you need to remove the blockages, because they can be as big or heavy as they need to be in the visualization with the magical forest. You know, how do they appear in life? And you can have a machine or an angel or anything, any sort of magical being. You can ask the Yetis, possibly, whatever connects with you and feels right. Have them come in and move these sticks, move this blockage, free up your Manipura area, your solar plexus area, free up this area and your ability to be happy and be joyous and to share this and to do what you love, because it is your destiny. You are supposed to. And just because sometimes, you know, tree branches fall over into the road, it doesn't mean we're not supposed to use that road anymore. It doesn't mean that this isn't your path, or that your path is always supposed to be obstructed like that, or filled with the debris. Take the time to come in and do the ground control, you know, clean up after the storm. And I feel like for some of you, yes, using your third eye portal and your visualization techniques and the imagery and in this magical forest, like, see that. See the mess on the path and clean it up. And then see the, you know, the clean space, the clear path that's so easy now to walk on. And this will assist you in your 3D world. It'll help. Okay. Any additional messages? This one is also edible, the oyster mushrooms. So go ahead and take a bite in your magical forest. You need to, you want to, go ahead and eat into these mushrooms. It feels like there's places of shade in this magical forest. It's talking about the trees providing shade, there being places of shade and sunlight, you being able to explore both. There's maybe caves in this magical forest. You can have your privacy. Stay here at night. See what it's like at night. What do you create at night in the magical forest? What's it like in the day? Go through like a 48-hour period of time in your magical forest, because that's going to help you see beyond just the surface level into more core energies, more of what's within, and work with the energies. Like, it gives you more tools too, more colors. Okay. Some of you love romance. Something that you really, it's going to be emotionally rewarding for you is coming. Summertime, early autumn, something specific. For some of you, it's like a new romantic partner. It's your soulmate. It's moving to the next level in a relationship. It's some sort of healing. You feel like you're finally healed, or you've recovered from something. Here, it's like an emotional wounding. Some of you, it might have to do with a person with personal placements in one or more of the water signs. You've got some elephants in this magical forest too. You can look up elephants as spirit guides. Boar as well. B-O-A-R, boar. Boar spirit guide here. Yeah. Again, you're with the tarot, it's like something is not allowed to sour or spoil. That's not a part of this cycle for you. And it's like there's this great abundance, there's longevity, the 10 of Pentacles, affluence, living the good life here. And then we have something coming in to get your attention, the Tower card, quick sudden change, the 10 of Cups, reverse, the 4 of Swords. It's like it's painful, and this could be past energy, and it's talking about the potential for this magical forest to bring healing to you. I also get like, go sit with the Yeti. Go sit and meditate with the Yeti. Go have a conversation with the Yeti. For real, guys. Maybe there's a spirit guide energy here, and there's messages for you. Ra as well. It's the sun god Ra. You can communicate with Ra here. But anyway, back into the tarot. It's like there's this story of, okay, this, for some of you it hurts because it's like you experience this over and over again in different ways since you were a child. Probably it has to do with your upbringing, some sort of hardship, something that was emotionally very upsetting, maybe traumatizing for you. Could be some uprooting or upheaval, really caught you out of the blue, whatever it was. It's like, and then there's this process, this phase of healing, of recuperating, of rejuvenating, of putting yourself back together, of getting back on your feet. And then, you know, getting more of your desires and wish fulfillment and more satisfaction, and like building up this energy of abundance again. And then, you know, there's something unhappy or something unpleasurable. Again, it's like this cycle, and maybe that's a part of nature and a part of it to an extent here, but it feels like for some of you it's like this is supposed to occur for a while, and then you're supposed to find some sort of key, some sort of solution, some sort of information that unlocks an opportunity for you where you can break the pattern, you can heal the past, and it doesn't have to be so dramatic. Like, you're not experiencing any sort of rock bottom, or things aren't so shocking. I don't know what it looks like, because I'm just looking at this, but it's showing me the potential to for it to be in your destiny to break the pattern that's been going on since childhood. And for some of you, it's your destiny to just keep with the pattern, and it's just like a part of it over and over again. It changes and evolves, but it's still that pattern underneath it. So on the surface is different situations, you know, and especially with love, romance, trust, having a good time. It's kind of like maybe you get blindsided by something. It's like you've got it all, everything's going well, and then it's all gone away, and then something you weren't expecting happens, and it knocks you down a few notches. It hurts you in some way. It makes you put walls around your heart, and you need to take time to heal yourself, to like improve the connection with yourself before you get back up on the horse. Did we do your music card and all that? Yeah, we did. Okay. Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. So yeah, there is this message too about not getting stuck in the ego, not getting stuck in the day-to-day and your problems, but rather being able to see yourself as an infinite being and really take the higher perspective. With the magical forest, you can fly, right? In your mind's eye or in spirit, fly above and look down upon the magical forest and see everything in it, its vastness, or take that bird's eye view to it. But also, you know, as yourself, you can elevate your consciousness up above your body and keep going, you know, so you're looking down on your home, your neighborhood, you're looking down on the country, you're looking down on the planet, you're looking down on the galaxy. And zooming out can be really healing. It really can be healing, and it can really help with realigning too, and reconnecting to your power. And I feel like maybe that's an important thing right now with this pile. Many blessings to you. Have a beautiful day, evening, night. I'm going to leave your reading here. Bye.